Let me tell you about my life as a rock star. All the money in the world, man, life was good. My band and I had broken up, but that's okay, because see, I was the star. That's not to make me sound arrogant, but I'm the only one with a solo career afterwards. I've had quite a number of hit songs with the band, and I was eager to continue my one true love, which was music. Sure, I was married, but it felt impossible to be married as I was married to the music. My wife and I were content. It's not even that we were unhappy, we were just comfortable with each other. I went away for long periods of time to tour, and she had to stay home. We were unable to have children, but honestly, should we even have children? I'm barely home as is, and that's how I keep us afloat financially. Patty and I were not going to be able to continue this life of ours. We got a divorce, and to be honest, neither one of us was sad. I had met Lori Del Santo earlier that year, and I thought to myself, wow, that's the girl for me. We got married quickly, as rock stars often do, and we were madly in love. Looking back, those were some of the happiest days of my life. I wanted her to go with me everywhere, and she did, because she wasn't stuck at home like Patty. Lori could actually travel with me. Then, one day, I don't know what came over me, but I just said it. I looked her deep in the eyes and said, "Do you want to have kids?" And she said yes. My mind began to race. What is happening? Why would I do that? I have to travel all the time. Am I really fit to be a father? What does a rock star know about being a father? Lori just told me she's pregnant and that we're going to have a baby boy. I am terrified and excited, of course, still questioning whether or not I can be a father. 9 months later, Lori gave birth to our son Connor. Connor was the greatest thing the world had ever given me. In the early stages of his life, I never felt like I was a good father, but I was a father nonetheless to Connor. After all, what can a rock star offer a baby? But Connor got older, as babies tend to do, and so did I. I've slowed down. I actually enjoy playing acoustic shows now more than huge rock productions, and Connor could talk and walk and play. I would play with Connor, but the moment I knew I could be a real father to Connor came when I brought him and Lori to New York City for Easter. Connor was 4 years old at the time. Connor had never been to a city like New York City, and there's definitely no place like it. I took Connor out for the whole day, just the two of us, something that just doesn't often happen. We went to the carnival and Connor saw elephants, and I couldn't stop looking at him as he just continued to smile. I thought to myself, no matter what, Eric, you keep that smile on that boy's face. No matter what. Don't you ever forget that. I took Connor home to his mother, and I told my wife, I understand now. I get why I should be a father. I had to leave my wife and son for the night due to my busy schedule, but I was barely at those other events because my mind was occupied with all the great things I was going to be able to do with Connor, both tomorrow and even for just the rest of his life. Morning arrives and I hurry over to the hotel room as fast as possible. The elevator cannot get to the 53rd floor fast enough. I knock on the door and the maid answers it, and I see my wife. My heart stops. She looks up at me with tears in her eyes. She's screaming. I am stunned. I drop to my knees. I immediately understand. No words need to be spoken. My son, Connor Clapton, was born on August 21st, 1986, and he died at the age of 4. A maid had opened a window that was a foot off the ground. It was never meant to be opened. Connor was playing with a ball and chasing it. He fell right out of the open window, 53 stories straight down to the ground. Years passed before I ever wanted to be seen in public again. My wife and I were devastated. It took 6 years for me to get over my loss. 6 years, and I'm still not sure I'm over my loss. 6 years later, I finally wrote a song about it. A song called Tears in Heaven. And let me tell you this, I don't care that it's a hit song. I don't care that it was nominated for 6 Grammys and won 3 of them. All I care is that Connor hears it and knows that I still love him.
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong.